Whoa, gotta get these bones out of the rain. That's right, we're back here. Tonight, it is Fogtober. Wow, we got the microphone. There we go. That's right, tonight it's, we're back. The signal got jammed last night. But we're back. Let's get these bones out of the way. Yeah. Because we got a whole bunch of bone artists here in the studio. We've been working on bones, fog, all that kind of stuff. But Go Juice is already almost bubbling away here. I hope everyone's doing well. We're doing a lot better than last night, because last night was a real travesty. A whole bunch of updates came through, and through a whole bunch of works. The ghouls have been purged, the demons slayed, and we're back. Yeah, we're going to be having a look at a couple of fun fog stuff tonight. A little atmospheric, a little board stuff I've been working on. This like little tune and stuff. Because if you didn't know, there's a competition on the channel for Fogtober. We do it every year. And this year's, we have a little bit of a theme going where it's got a bit of a little skeletal necromantic kind of theme. And everyone who goes into the running, submits an entry, will go towards building ourselves a nice fleshed out dungeon that will play live on the channel as well. So if you haven't seen the competition page yet, there should be a link in the description. It's just off the Patreon page. It's like a free post that you can see all the little bits and details and stuff. We're going to have a look at a little early release for Patreon supporters as well. Top of the stream, though, I do want to say a huge shout out and thank you to my amazing supporters on Patreon, without which none of this would be possible. You guys are fantastic. Keeping it all bubbling away. I'm just going to have a little sip here. Not quite ripe. Not quite ripe yet. But yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, huge thank you to my supporters on Patreon, with a special shout out to my Seeker level patrons, A Light in the Darkness, Blake Daly, Chris Andrus, Constructed Chaos, Devante, Dr. Justin L. Hamrick, John A. Johnson, Mad Bishop, Mini Wargaming, and Theos Primus. Fantastic to have you all guys supporting the channel, keeping the ads off this. I don't want those gross ads. There's no AI stuff in here. I'm keeping it pure. No AI bots. Maybe some nice, the lovely ones. Yes, maybe. I don't know. But we're back. And yeah, we're getting in the swing of this Fogtober here. I've got a beautiful here. We've got the shiny trophy here. You can see it glinting off me. This is the Fogtober trophy. This one will be given to one lucky winner, along with some great prizes that will be going into the draw with your entries. So if you don't know about the competition, basically you design a part of the Crypt of Bones, which are for our Necromancer Morlock, where he's trying to keep some pesky adventurers out of the tombs. So you can come up with any particular type of room, be it like a hazard or a boss room or a dungeon type of like a lore kind of room or something, and those will go into the running. Now, it's pretty simple entry. You can just take a photo of whatever kind of like setups that you have. I'd say like 3 photos, because that's kind of a good way to kind of get a good lay of the land, what it is, and maybe a little bit of writing up with it. So it has to have like the skeletal elements in there and some kind of fog as well, because of the mists, the cryptic necromantic mists that coming through this crypt. I see we've got Dark Mui here. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we are back after a catastrophe yesterday. Well, it's whole kinds of unholy purge of this whatever trouble that we had with the technology and stuff. I think the AI robots are onto me. I've just been seeing a lot of AI videos now. I think it's with that like announcement of that like Sora 2 kind of stuff, and it's like, oh man, this stuff is looking really realistic. Like, but I don't know. But maybe that's the topic of discussion. Like how I feel about this kind of stuff. I don't know. I was okay when it was like goofy funnies and stuff, but now it's kind of like, This is kind of because I work a lot in like animation and stuff, and it's like, oh, it's kind of doing a pretty good job there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that future employment and stuff. But you know what I do like doing for real here? I like doing all this stuff, the physical props, the terrain and stuff. You can't fake this. You can't. I mean, you can now, but I know it's real, and I'm real. I'm a real boy. I'm here on your television set, coming to you from real life on the other side of the planet in Australia, down under the deep down underdark. In the underdark, they all have Australian accents. But yeah, this doesn't get any more cringe than being down here. But we're going to be seeing some of the stuff I've been working on. We've been cooking away at some of little experiments and stuff for some Patreon stuff. We got some early access stuff. Let's have a little quick look at some of the stuff as well. This is really super blurry. I don't know what's going on there. Coming back to me, pal? I don't know. We'll go back to. I'm gonna give it a little wake up go. Hey, come on. I don't know. Focus up. Focus down. It's like manual focus. Oh, there we go. Oh, interesting. All right, I'm gonna have to see if I can switch that over to the normal one. But yeah, we got some stuff here. Let's take a closer look at what we got going on here. I actually might kind of dial down the fog juice that we got here for my little go juice. It's ready and stuff. Oh yes. All right. Whoa. Just kind of like breathe that in. Oh yes, feeling already better. Much better. Okay, so I was playing around with a whole bunch of dungeon blocks, and I see we've got a whole bunch of unpainted stuff, and that stuff won't do. So I might be tackling a little bit of some of these columns and stuff, these pieces, because I went way overboard with a whole bunch of the dungeon block stuff. If you're unfamiliar, it is kind of like a modular kind of set. You've got a whole bunch of these like pieces that kind of go into it. It's almost like a little Lego set kind of thing. And they've got like this grid that everything snaps to it. And so you can really get some really cool like modular layouts of all these different types of pieces. And I've played around with a whole bunch of different types of dungeon sets and stuff. And this has kind of been my favorite of the 3D printable types so far, because it kind of scratches a little bit of that. Because I don't have any of those, like what do you call it? What's the expensive one? Dwarven Forge or anything? I don't have any Dwarven Forge. This is probably the closest kind of thing I've gotten to kind of getting that feel of some of that stuff. So I'm liking how it looks, and I've printed off a whole lot of this stuff. So there is a lot of gray. There's a lot of gray we're gonna paint up. So I might tackle some of those tonight, and we might also have a look at some of these new elements. You can tell we've got a little bit of a skull there. I'm gonna actually just like shift this guy out of the way so we can take a proper look at what we got here. Well, let me see. Let me show you. So this guy, this guy in here, he is a new design for my Patreon supporters. At the moment, it's going to be in early access. So this is a special skull we have here. It's not just any skull. We've got a few little nips and little tricks inside this one. This is basically. So you see the attachment here on the back. Now, a while ago, we actually had a steam pipe system, which was for like whatever kind of like steampunk or Warhammer type stuff, which are these like little modular steam attachments and stuff that you can use to kind of create like an industrial looking type of setup. I've got more to the side. We might pull those out later. But basically, you can attach them together for all kinds of different types of layouts to create real, actual, like, hollow stuff that you can pipe smoke through and stuff. Anyway, so on the back of this guy, we've got one of the attachments here. So that'll fit a particular type of like PVC pipe as well on the inner circumference. I think I might have actually a little stock one over here. There we go. Yeah, this will do. Yeah, so we've got the back of it here. And you can see here, this is just like a PVC pipe, and that slots right in the middle there. This is like a, what do you call it, 22 millimeter one. But yeah, but basically these ones that I've designed that are 3D printable, they fit right in there, nice and snug. So you've got a little pipe entry there. I do have a variation on it as well. So you can see here, we've got a special little filter in there. And that's the little trick here that I've been kind of working on. Is you can see this has kind of been the inspiration for it. We've got this. This is like basically it's like a stipple sponge. So a lot of people use this for like makeup applications, special effects makeup, that kind of thing. And you can buy these off Amazon and stuff. But I've made a little 3D printable version. So it's basically pretty similar in terms of like the physicality of it. And actually I kind of like, even with like a I'm not sure if you can tell there actually, I kind of like with even using like a regular like filament printer, you can see that there's, because of how fine it is, there's a little bit of like strands and stuff that kind of get left behind when it's doing the nozzle moving around and stuff. I actually kind of like that it leaves all that stuff in there because it becomes a little bit closer to something like that. And the reason there is a reason I like these little things, these little sponges and stuff, because if you put them in front of your little fog machines, your little foggers and stuff, it'll slow down the fog really a lot, quite a lot actually. So if you're looking for like slow and low types of like, you know, fog effects for those graveyards, for those bony crypts, as we were for Fogtober and stuff, this is a good way to do it. Because let's have a look. I'm gonna just move this guy aside here. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how this works. So we've got our skulls, and this now, unfortunately, because of the teeth and stuff, I haven't made it support free. It prints mostly support free. It's just you just need a little bit of supports on the teeth there to make sure it prints, but the rest of it prints not to without supports, even the back here in the hole and stuff. But anyway, so you can see inside this one there is that type of stipple sponge filter kind of thing, the 3D printed version. So that doesn't need any supports, that's in there, and that'll just print no problem. So if I grab just like what we got, I just have to see. Hang on. Hang on, come back to me. Go here. It's like a one-man band here. If I grab one of these foggers, so this is like a little Filmog Ace fogger. So this is good for like a type of, it's one of those, let's go this one. So this is like a photography fogger. And these are good for just like small encounter setups. So kind of if you just want to have like a, you know, 2 by 2 foot board and you want to have a little bit of a fog effect in there. Yeah, these are really good for that kind of thing, especially because they're small, compact, portable. I think you can even like set like interval stuff with like a little remote. This remote kind of comes out of it. It's kind of magnetic and stuff. I like these ones a lot. I should put a link in the description for these because they're quite handy. I use it quite a bit for like photography and stuff, but even on the road, I quite like them. Anyway, so you have a whole bunch of like attachments and stuff that can go in there. And I like it because you can have it like behind like a board like this. Exactly like that. So you can see, so if we play it, do it by itself. Actually, let's turn it on first. That'll help. That'll definitely help. See if I can turn it on. Is that on? No, no. There we go. That's working. Now they're not cheap, I will admit. They're like a photography product. Not obscenely priced, but reasonable, I guess. I can't remember exactly. I want to say like 150 or something. And that might be kind of the type of thing we might be looking at for like prizes for October as well. These are cool little toys. Anyway, so at the moment, let's have a look. So if I push the button, you can see it just kind of blasts out there. Not too bad. You've got a little bit of haze going. It's just it's just blowing right into my face. Oh, right into my face there. But if we chuck the little sponge guy here, right in front of that, just in front of that, right, in front of that like little nozzle where it's coming out, you can see. Hang on, I might have it too close. There we go. You can see it's kind of arresting it a bit. The only reason it's kind of like going around it and stuff is because I'm not kind of like funneling it there. But you can see where it's kind of like hitting it. You can already kind of see it, especially here. This is where it's kind of like starting to settle down. Yeah, this might be a better camera angle here. Whoa. Don't blow it, Seb, don't blow it. Yeah, you can see like now it's kind of coming through there. That's getting super like heavy and it's arresting it there. So if I take that away, it's like, get it out. So that's just blowing right past it. So the theory is now, if we get a little decelerator skull here, chuck that in front of it here. You can see it kind of coming out nice and heavy out of his mouth, which is kind of cool, especially if you want that like heavy kind of fog effect. Yes, I will put a link in the description after the stream. Like once I get to like editing, I'll chuck it in the comments. So if you're curious about where to get it, I'll put an affiliate link. So even if you end up picking one up, a little kickback or go back helps support the channel, keep things ad free as well. But yeah, basically this little guy, I like this one compared to some of the other cheaper ones. Like actually, I'll show you guys, because there was a cheaper one that was on, where is it? Got this guy. So this one was a lot cheaper, but I actually like the Japanese one here a lot better. This is and this one's this one's an Ulanzi brand, but this one here, this is like a Lensgo or something. It's just like one of those like Amazon, like what do you call it? Just like generic-y kind of brand kind of ones. So this is a lot cheaper. This is kind of like more than half the price and stuff. And it you know what? It does a trick. It's not too big and stuff. It kind of looks suspicious. But yeah, if I turn it on, there is a bit of a noise difference as well. Like if let's see, we attach it to my skull here. I don't have the remote on me, so hopefully I can just use the button. Okay, we got it. That might need a second to warm up. But yeah, we'll do a little audio test. But that's just attached now to the skull. So this one doesn't have like any kind of like advanced stuff like, what do you call it, like intervals or the amount of fog you can go. It's just got on and off. I'm just trying to, and now I'm just trying to do on. I need the remote. I'm not sure where I put the remote. It might just need a moment to warm up or something. Like whilst that's warming up, I can try and see if I can find the remote, because that'd be a lot easier to try and work out. It's around here somewhere. I think I would have chucked it back here. No, that's nothing. Alright, I think maybe it just needs a minute to warm up or something. I'll check it out though. So this one is cheaper, but is it working? Have to hold it for a bit. Has it got juice? Oh. Well, it's not working so far. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. You hear that? It's a lot louder. It does a good job, but you can't change the amount of fog coming out there. It's just on and off. And then we compare the sound to this guy. So it's a bit like higher pitched and a bit more quiet and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I bet you could just print a nozzle with a bracket to hold the sponge to, like a diffuser. That's true. That's true. So the early release stuff that is coming for patrons this week will include the Fog Skull, this guy. So they'll be in early access for you guys. So there's going to be one that has the filter in it, and then I'm going to do a there is one without the filter, so that one's just one like that. So that one kind of might give you some like flexibility in case you wanted to take get some of these like sponges. You just kind of like chuck it in there, and that'll kind of do a similar thing. So maybe you want to have a bit more flexibility on that kind of thing. See that it sits in there real pretty. And also it'll come with the file for printing this kind. And I quite like these because you can print them at different orientations, and because of how it's printed, like the layers and stuff, you can even like separate them. Or can you? Yeah, you can pull them apart if you wanted to get like thinner ones, or you can have like a thick block of them. You can stack them up, get a real big filter going. Yeah, so that's cool. And I think that's great if you're having this like trouble finding some of these sponges and stuff. You can print them, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's kind of the deal. So we're gonna have. I just recorded a video making a custom fogger. Ooh, make sure you link that in the Discord somewhere. I would love to watch it. Oh. Bet you could print a nozzle bracket. Nozzle bracket sounds cool. I particularly like this one, the Ulanzi one, but I'll put links to both of them in case you guys want to check them out. Yeah, I quite like that you can do like the intervals and the amount of fog and fan and stuff, and quite a handy. Like especially if you're doing like your own photography and stuff of like miniatures and stuff. It's always good to have a little photography fogger. It comes with a lot of good attachments and stuff. That one in particular. This one does come with some attachments and stuff as well, but definitely a little bit more quieter on that one. I'm probably more of a fan of that one. Oh, all right. So we got the skulls coming. Skulls coming for our little bone-themed dungeon. And we got some, we got some more stuff. And you haven't sorted it already. We've got the Fogtober trophy here, glistening in all its glory. I keep it close to me every night. Protect it. Only one person will have this one. I don't know who. We'll have to see. So hopefully everyone's furiously working away at those Fogtober entries. I think the entries close on the 26th of October. So be sure to get yours in before then. If we don't, then we won't have enough rooms for the dungeon, and it might limit us on prizes and stuff. So you can enter as many times if you like. So if you put something in and it is like, oh, I wish I'd done a little better entry of this one, you can put another entry in. I would just love to see as many folks do this as possible. I want to see a big turnout from everyone. Yeah, because it's a lot of fun. I definitely enjoy putting all this types of stuff. Also because it's like dungeon themed as well. I quite like. I don't know if you guys are like me, but just especially like stuff like these dungeon blocks. It's a lot of fun to kind of just like play with them, kind of piece them together, see if you can get like a nice cool like layout going, like this guy. Yeah, so we got, I don't know if this guy is Moloch or something. Just got eaten by that skull. Lighting wise on this guy, it's pretty simple. I've left a little kind of like couple of pits here underneath in case we want to have some like glue coming up from underneath to be like that, they call it that necrotic mist or something. Yeah. Depending on your use, I think if you're a long, hang on, depending on your use, I think if you have a long static set intervals is useful. Walking around as a costume piece, dumping smoke out while you walk around. Yeah, that's right. The second one will be better for that possibility. Yeah, I looked, there are smaller ones like I believe there is one from, I should have had it on hand. I don't have it here. I think it's part of like a terrain bit over there. It is the one from like, I was gonna say, I can't remember. I'm spacing on it. It's basically like a little vape thing. It's pretty compact as well. It's probably more compact than these ones, and probably not that loud as well. Can I find it? I just don't know if it'll have any juice. It's gonna have any juice. I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. We're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. I don't see. I see nothing. I see nothing. I have nothing. It is empty. It is. Yeah. I think I want to say it's sitting in a box somewhere. Oh, sitting in a box nowhere. This camera does not keep track of me. Come back, pal. Come back. Down here, pal. We're in here. But I did find something else. I'm not sure how much charge this one has. These are cool too. If you want like a little small effect. This is like just one of those like portable mister type things. It is. I think it's pretty cheap. This one's like a little chargeable one. Let's have a little closer look. But yeah, these are cool too. So pretty portable. I sometimes use them for like little portable games. So it's a little Mr. Fog Machine stuff. I'll see if I can find the link to this one too. But these ones are good because you can kind of put them in terrain as well. Quite like that. Now these aren't going to go as heavy as something like that. Oh, actually, wonder if we put it down like that, low and into the skull hole. We got all those like skull holes. Everyone's got those. Can I put it in? This is unprecedented. Is it working? I think it's working. It's not as thick and luscious as the other ones, but it is working. Yeah, you can see a little smolder there, happening. It's turned off. Now, tips with these ones is not every one of these, like there'll be all different types of variations of this kind of mister on Amazon or whatever shopping thing. But basically, stuff to look out for is stuff like if it's got like an automatic shut-off timer kind of thing. If it's got like a rechargeable battery, like these ones, this is kind of nice that you can recharge it. Because a lot of them, you have to plug into like a USB thing, like a power bank or whatever. And I think this one I've hacked a little bit to kind of, actually, let's take that hack out. Because I've hacked it a bit. Yeah, you see, here we go. Yeah, see, I've hacked this one. Put a little bit of cotton ball in there because it was dumping out way too fast on a bunch of the fog. It was basically like just churning through it. So I put a little bit of cotton in there to kind of slow it down. I'm gonna see if I can like pull it out. Let's see if we can get it with that fog skull a bit better. Ooh, juicy. All right. So this one's a humidifier as well. So yeah, so now it's going to be coming out a lot heavier. But maybe that's where the fog skull can sing for us a bit about. It's not liking being on its side though. Yeah, I think it's running out of water. Maybe I can get it. Let's get the skull out. See if it works for us. It might be low on charge. That's working. Yeah, it's working. So maybe if I work this into like terrain a bit more, you see it's kind of slowing it down a bit more. Now you could use also like the something that we've used a lot on the channel as well has been one of those like reptile foggers as well. Those will be compatible with these skulls, especially if you can grab some of those like pipes and stuff. So I've got my fogger here just beside me. Right. Oh, yeah. So it's just down here. I've got my hose. See, even already that one's kind of coming out pretty heavy, and probably at this rate, it's good for like a larger kind of board. We plug it into our skull here. You can see, yeah, there, automatically getting it nice and low. Ooh. Get, yeah, like an action shot of that. Get in there. Get a close up on that. Quick. Yeah, it's nice. Let's get a little man in there. Little elf. Elves love it. Yeah, especially if we can get a little bit of that light coming from underneath. Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah. So yeah, that works quite well with something like that. Get that low fog happening real nice. Ooh. Yeah, I guess that the drawbacks, there are drawbacks on using any kind of like fog system. But this one, no special, like, I guess perks of the reptile fogger is like no special fog fluid. You just use water. Big tank, lasts for hours. You can just have it pumping and pumping because it's meant to keep like lizards alive and stuff. And it will also keep your terrain nice and juicy. So if you want to kind of limit it a bit on like how much it gets like wet and stuff, you can kind of like dial down. Like this one has a little knob on the side. Let's see if we can kind of face it. Yeah, this one definitely has a little knob down there that controls the rate of it. It doesn't dial down the fan on it. So if I dial this down, it just kind of like shuts off the amount of fog coming through it. But that's kind of where maybe like the fog skull could work in pretty well. So now it's kind of like coming out less thick and fast. But because we've got that decelerator in there happening now, maybe that's kind of helping. Especially now, like, because you've got, if you had like underlighting and stuff, that'll help boost it without having it to go too thick. I love to, personally, myself, getting my terrain minis wet and stuff doesn't bother me. I've had terrain and minis for years at this point on the channel, which has been completely just saturated in all the stuff, and it's still kicking around, working well. And I've been abusing the stuff with like the glycerin style smoke, which might leave a little bit of that like oily kind of residue. This stuff, which is water and stuff, I just varnish the heck out of everything, and it keeps things pretty well. I don't think, maybe the worst I had is with like a little base or something I had on like one of my miniatures, which I used like PVA on it, and something like this guy with the water-based mist kind of reactivated some of the PVA in there. So I guess that's something to kind of be aware about. There is a video on the channel that goes through how to kind of like weather some of those like cutbacks and stuff. I think it is the video about the reptile fogger. as well. So yeah, this is kind of cool. Have a look at a bunch of little fog effects and stuff. So long story short, we'll have this early release coming out soon for Patreon supporters. That'll be for our Light Biter and Seeker tier for early access stuff. So we'll have that soon. I was hoping to do something today, but yeah, stay tuned to like tomorrow or the day after. I'm just gonna like put a little page together and we'll have like a little early access for that. Yeah, they print pretty well. All right, I want more more skulls. I wonder if I can print it in like different sizes and stuff. It'd be cool to put this on like a big fog machine at like a giant skull, bleh, belching out some of this stuff. Yeah, it's all I sculpted it all myself in Blender as well, so it's all done with like no AI. I don't know why I'm so like precious about the AI thing now. I think I like maybe earlier in the year I was a bit more, oh yeah, it's fun, you know, I can use it to like help me organize things, write letters, that kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like there's a bit of a different tune on it now. I just feel like I need to say it. This is real. This is a real thing. I made it with my hands. Well, kind of in 3D hands. Anyway, oh man, that was a lot of talk about the fog stuff, but it makes sense. We're in Fogtober, so remember. Can you zoom in on this? Zoom in on this for me. Come in close. Remember this. Where the hell did you go? Over here. This. Come close. Yes, this is what you want. This is what you need. Fogtober 2025. Let's make it a good one. Let's make it the biggest one yet. I want to tell my children and show them all the foggy stuff. All right. Well, anyway, looking at this now, I've got a half-finished board. You may have seen like a Instagram post or something as well, where we had some of this terrain fogged up and everything with the skull going. And honestly, it didn't look half bad, especially with all the like atmospheric lighting and stuff. It's like you couldn't really tell if stuff was painted or not. I think what I am gonna do though, I want to paint some of these blocks because it was bugging me a bit. There's a lot of these bone piles turned out pretty well though. You can see them. So we 3D printed these the other day in just like a resin, and I think we painted on the stream not long ago. A couple of streams ago? Last stream? Was it? I don't remember. Last stream before? Maybe. Yeah, we were working on some of these bone piles and stuff. That was a lot of fun. All right, I'm gonna work on some of these blocks and stuff. Chill out a bit. Now we've done the hard work of selling these guys. It's good. You guys want this? Yeah, I like it. I like this. It works. You saw it. Don't look at me like that. All right. we're gonna get into this now. I think. Let's try and line this up. All right. So I'm gonna try and paint up some of these blocks. Actually, I'm gonna need some space. Ooh. I do need some space in here. I'm gonna move some of this stuff aside. We do need a little bit of space here. Just worried I'm gonna trip over something and break something. It does tend to happen in here quite a bit. So that's fine. Anything that I don't want to break, I'm gonna get out of here. That one. Wonderful. All right. Oh, even these. Well, we'll keep these up here. These guys look cool. I don't know what that guy's doing. I think it's dead. Is that camera dead? I think it's dead. It's dead, Jim. Just trying to reboot it. I need that one. Hang on. I might just like see if I can get that one back. Oh, mamma mia. Come back to me. Let's see if that's working for me. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. I don't know. Sometimes when I use the smoke machine in here, it seems to do that. Good for productivity tools and research, bad for art. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. I'm on the same boat. I saw a good analogy the other day about all the AI art stuff. It was kind of like this guy was talking about it in a way like, all right, if you were like, if you commissioned an artist, right, and you went to him and you say like, I want you to paint me a picture of a dog. Paint me a picture of a dog. He comes to you with a dog. He's like, all right, can you make that like head bigger or something and make it fluffier around here? And then it comes back and like, all right, yeah, we've got a dog and stuff. So you take that picture of the dog. It's like, I commissioned this. Like, you wouldn't, like, the person who commissioned it, you wouldn't say you're the artist who did it. I like that analogy because it was kind of similar to like the AI prompt stuff. It's like, you prompt AI to make something, you didn't actually make it. Yeah. So does that make sense? I feel like that was a good analogy of it. So it's kind of interesting. I'm curious what it's going to do for like video games and stuff, honestly. Like, is it going to get to a point, like we're seeing like the video stuff happen. Like, is it going to start doing stuff for like more real-time AI generation? Where you could do like video stuff like in real time, you know, like generating stuff, reacting to stuff that you're making, that you're working on. I don't know. It's crazy times. I feel like we're in like the Wild West of AI stuff. Just see all these like doom and gloom videos of like how it's gonna like destroy humanity and stuff. It's like, oh, don't do this. It's just starting to get stuff together here. Like, I don't know. It's a weird time. It's weird, like, especially like my kids are asking like, oh, what should I do for a job in the future, Daddy? I'm like, son, you need to be getting ready to fight the machines. I'm like, okay, Dad, no problem. Get a trade, I think, is what I would say these days. It's kind of like that's the stuff they can't take away. You can't do a wrench. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Famous last words. I'm just trying to find my gray here. Gray. I'm gonna be more organized than this. Oh, mamma mia. That is a gray. It's right there. Thank you, chat. Here. Well, now I need the brown. Where's my brown? I can't go to Brown Town without this brown. I'm like a crazy man. Just kind of losing my mind in here. I had brown earlier. I mean, we could start with the gray. I kind of wanted to have everything with me here. You know, work it out. Let's see. I've got gray. I found another gray. Oh, bless me. I was using it today to paint the fireplace. My brown. I gotta sit and think here. Where did I put it? Let's see. Because I had like a styrofoam fireplace. Then I pulled out to paint it to get it in the house for a Halloween decoration. It's in the house now. So I painted it, and now it was brown. I only have so many browns. Let's see if I can find another one then. This will do. Oh, it's cafe mocha. I just feel like a crazy man. It's just, where the hell did I put this? I found another brown, but it's not as good. I'm gonna be happy with it. I'll use it for now. Fine. Stupid brown. We'll use that one. All right. It's because this one's pretty much empty. We'll start with the gray. So my plan is, I think it was similar to when I did like those dungeon block stairs in a stream not too long ago. So we're gonna work this up in like passes, I reckon. So I'm gonna start. So I 3D printed this in gray. It's not primed at all. This is the kind of stuff I just like to paint directly onto it. Really like these pieces. So I'm going to try and match the paint scheme that I've got for these ones. So it looks like it kind of like dry brushed a bunch of gray first. Actually, I wonder if I should use like a flat-headed brush rather than this big old round one. Yeah, I'm going to use this guy. Heavy I would have gone in it. And I'll probably go through and pick out stuff like the skulls and stuff later. It's kind of hard to tell from that camera angle, actually. So let's switch to this guy. And come close. Come close. I think I stippled it a bit too. Just kind of looking at the old one. And I think I went pretty heavy on it because there was a dark wash I used. There was like a handmade wash. Kind of brought it all down again. So yeah, I'm gonna go pretty heavy on the dry brush on this. It's already starting to look half decent. Try and hit some of those. Oh, I can see there's like chains and stuff. I'm gonna have to come back and hit those. Yeah, not bad. All right, let's do the same with this one. Can't remember what this piece was called. I'm guessing some kind of skull column stair. I miss sipping a little whiskey when I'm doing this kind of stuff. That did make this time a little extra special. I've been out for a while of whiskey. Usually, I'm not one to kind of buy whiskeys. Usually, they're kind of gifts. So I think it has been a bit of a stretch since Father's Day. Oh, birthday's coming up though. Gonna have to heavily hint it to the wife and tell my kids, you just go in that store and get Daddy his special drink, okay? Okay, Dad, no problem. Such a good boy. Always taking care of your old dad. I love you, Daddy. I respect you. They never say that to me. I respect you. I listen to everything you have to say. I want to play Dungeons and Dragons with you. No, ooh, this is like a fantasy world. I want to be patient and listen to you get all of the rules for the board game right before we play. Yeah. I'll be patient, I'll wait. That's such an interesting rule. I don't mind losing, I'm a good sport. Bull. That never happens. We play Uno. There's a huge fit. Huge fit. My wife usually wins at Uno. Gurav. Good to see you on the channel, buddy. Relatively new subscriber. Thanks, pal. I love the terrain work. What's your campaign about for which this scene is being made? So this is for the Fogtober competition that we have running on the channel right now. It is available for all to enter. Basically, we have a dungeon where we have Morlock, the Necromancer, and he has all his bone skeleton fiends, undead, in there, creating all kinds of chaos. So this is for all kind of little hazards and, what do you call it, enemies and monsters and stuff. And so we're all going for that necrotic kind of feel on stuff. This might just be enough brown. Oh, I've got a little heavy there. I can feel it. Yeah, we're gonna make it. So this is, I think this was like a filth layer. I don't think I went too heavy on it. Maybe I can get it in there. But yeah, I'd be interested to know actually, if I'm saying that right. Gurov? Is it? Let me know if I'm let me know if I'm butchering it. Yeah. Do you prefer, like, do you not care about like where the terrain comes from? Is it like 3D printed, bought, crafted, or is it kind of like, oh, I like to see it come together. I like to see it come together from like raw materials like little clever little like, how did he do that? How did he do that? How did he do that? How did he like glue that together? Where did he get that piece and stuff? Because I like both personally, because the 3D printing stuff is nice because you can turn around something super fast, but sometimes it feels like cheating. So that's why I like, especially for some of like the bigger props and stuff I like doing, because it's, you know, to 3D print it is a lot of hassle. And, you know, 3D printers are getting better, but sometimes it's not as good as some of the crafted stuff. I think there was something I did recently. It was that sign, that road sign that was the most recent video. I crafted that one and just used the 3D printing for like the stencil that was on it. And kind of like, I was mostly interested in crafting that one because of the like little materials and stuff had like different feel and quality, kind of like how it would like hit the light, how like you'd have like different like textures kind of come back of it for like the little plastic road sign part or the metal poles or like the little soil kind of bits on the ground, like the grass and stuff, all kind of gives different like light values and stuff like that. Like a lot of this stuff we do on the channel with like the atmospheric lighting and everything. It's kind of nice to see it, you know, have those like textures and stuff come through. So it's that kind of, with a lot of the like paint work and stuff we'll do, a lot of terrain and stuff, it's kind of mostly focusing on that. So like here, where we're using a lot of these very matte paints, so the matte finish on this is very stone-like, but I'm gonna go in here with like some metallics for a lot of these little chains and whatnot. So that way, when we light the table, we'll have like little glints from like the little metallic ones, and like the little stones and stuff will kind of have that light kind of like seep into it and create these like dark shadows because of the matte kind of effect of it. That's kind of what I think about. I think so. All right, we got these guys. Now we can kind of pick out a couple of details on these guys. I like them. I like these guys. What have we got? I've got a pretty good metallic paint that could work for this. I find it though. A lot of these details are pretty fine. Not a lot though. I think like chains somewhere. Yeah, we got like copper paint here, just like from a craft store. Copper paint. Or do we hit it with silver first, or do we hit it with copper first and then silver? There's rusted chains. I actually think if we're going for rust, maybe I should be using some of this. This is like a dark burnt orange kind of paint, and now that usually does pretty good like rust effect. So maybe I'll try that first. And then over the top, I'll see if we can get maybe some metal glinting into it. I need to find brush. I'm gonna have to hit those skulls at some point. Oh man, I just realized how small these things are. Oh boy. I guess we only have to really hit like the front of this thing. That's it. Work it. Let's get on there now. Can we go closer? Oh, I think we can go closer. I think we can go closer. We can definitely go closer. There we go. Much closer. I'm gonna make a mistake. It's gonna be that thing where you just go, oh, just kind of like fake drop it. Yeah, I mean that looks pretty good, pretty rusty. I'm gonna have to bring this back a bit, I reckon, with some maybe of that copper paint or silver. Maybe the silver just lightly on top of it, almost like the rust is chipped away or something. Whew. All right, we got it. I got it. Oh man, there's more. I'm bored of that chain already. You know what? I'm gonna test it with that one because I don't want to hit all of them. And like, oh, I wish I'd done something different. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll switch to the skulls. I need water. Whoa. Don't forget. I see what you're doing. You're thinking about it. Don't worry. Alright. So I'm gonna hit these skulls on the top here. I'm gonna hit them with some tan. So not white, I'm gonna hit it with tan. I think that's gonna, especially when I put like the dark wash on top, that'll give us most of what we're going for, I reckon. Oh, I see there's some extra like little bones in there too. Maybe I'll take that first. Yeah, it's a little bone. I'm actually impressed the printer is able to pick up on a lot of these little bits. Because these are just FDM printed. I'm personally not very good with the modeling part, but painting and putting up terrain together using pieces, adding lights and other effects, that's what I like. That is the fun part. Definitely agree with you there. Oh, I'm just trying to work out where these bones go. That's funny, isn't it? Because like that's really what like the players and stuff, or whoever you show your terrain to, like they just see the end result. And then you can kind of be, it's almost like, it depends on what your like situation is, right? Like I'm a dad of 2 kids, so and they're pretty young, so it's hard to steal away in here sometimes. Like I'm in here in the middle of the night right now because everyone's asleep. But usually, like during the day, I think I will just come in to the garage, put a couple of paint coats on something, or like paint like a little arm of a man, and then run out. This is just like the long burn of all those little projects chipping away, constantly working on it, even if it's just like little bits at a time. Sometimes I'll be watching the kids and like, oh, can I just sneak in, just paint a little skeleton or something? I have a little idea. Can I just sneak away in here? Sneak in. You know, like sneak in, bam, hit it, run away. Look, it won't be that chaotic forever. I know. I just get, I'm trying to work in now. I just got to work out a way to get the kids to do all this stuff. I can just relax and enjoy, run all the little quests here. This is a bit low. I'm gonna pick this up a bit. How's that? Is that better? I don't know. Paint it here. Okay, that looks good. And this one's okay. I'm trying to work out what's a bone and what's not a bone. Got those little bones. That's definitely a bone. Oh, it's the tiny little bits that I hate. I mean, it looks good in the end, but man, like picking out all the little pieces. And I just realized I was painting one of these pieces here. And I'm like, oh, I'll pick out all the bone elements, all the skull stuff first. And like, no, mate, you should have just done the old dry brush over the whole thing. Do your broad strokes first, and then come in, pick stuff out. All right, that chain looks almost dry as well. Seeing you paint so carefully, I appreciate. I appreciate. Man, I usually am not this careful, or I think I have had a lot of fun with speed paints recently for like a lot of the skeletons. I'll do another one in a few. Like that might be next week's stream. I've got some more skeletons to paint, so I'll get that going again. But yeah, like I was learning a lot from watching my son how he paints, and it was he will paint like a miniature in like 10 minutes. Well, he wouldn't be doing any of this stuff. He's just slapping it on, and honestly, sometimes just like the big old broad strokes, especially with like the speed paints, how they kind of like mix together. If you get like a good combination going, you make some good color choices, it comes together pretty fast. Like you might have to come in there and like pick out some of the details, but yeah, it was cool to see. So I might do that in the next stream next week. But yeah, I love the slap approach though. That I prefer it. I don't know. And probably a lot of the time, a lot of folks wouldn't even notice too. Just slap it on, make it look good enough. Like, what could I do to? Because I don't want to go too far onto like the stone stuff here, but I probably could use like a. Do I just need to pick out a bigger brush? I don't know. I'm just kind of going around the edges of this. I think it's also because a lot of the time, like if this was being used for like, just a regular game, a table and stuff, I might be a bit more slapdash about it. Because, it only has to look so good for a table. But a lot of the time, I'll have like videos with like a lot of very like close-ups and stuff of things, photography. So sometimes like all these little details, they tend to add to things. It looks good though, when you like pick out some of the skulls. Oh, Theos Primus, I'm excited. Just took parts off the printer this morning for my Fogtober build. Can't wait to actually start building. Clock is ticking. You're right, my friend. Clock is ticking. And yeah, if we can see, we're gonna see if we can get some of these skulls printed. I reckon. But that's exciting. I'm excited to see it. I'm actually really excited to run the dungeon on the channel. I'm going back and forth. Do we do it like how we did the Atmoseeker interactive live stream a while back, where it was just people from the chat controlling the character, making decisions? Do we try some stuff, some innovative rolling technology? Or do we have some guests come in and play the dungeon? That is something I gotta work out. I keep going back and forth on it. There are pros and cons to both. Pro of the like collaborative one is just like I have some cool buddies who work in the YouTube D&D space. I don't really talk to them that much, so it'd be great to like reach out and play again, see those guys, get them on the channel. Man, there's a lot of skulls on there. I'm gonna definitely have to, yeah, it looks like I can really slap it on the top there. Maybe I just like, I'm gonna focus on like the edges here. I'm gonna work my way in, I think. So otherwise I'm gonna be here forever. The hell is this music? It's I went for like jazz, funk kind of stuff. This is like baby's first terrain painting. I don't know. It's kind of chill. It's kind of it's grown on me a little bit actually in the last few seconds. I think if I ever go over the edges or something, maybe I feel like a wash or something is gonna save it a lot. Yeah, I definitely want to go over this chain a bit with some like silver or something. I'm probably being way too careful on these skulls. I reckon these would look really nice resin printed. It hasn't done too awful a job though for an FDM print. I can't remember what height I did these at. I want to say it's 0.12. I think that's been my go-to for the bamboo labs over there. Almost got these skulls. I really want to get like a wash on these guys. I want to see how this looks. I know I've got a whole nother column there. Haven't even touched it. At least now I've just done those edges. I can just slap it on. Slap it on there. Get that bones white. Pretty good for like, there's no primer on this. It's taking the paint really well. This is a matte filament. It's got like a matte finish to it. I think it's the E-Sun or something, matte filament. It's just like a PLA. There we go. All right, we got skulls painted on it. Just trying to see if I, put a little bit more. Got to get these skulls nice and shiny for us. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Those skulls are looking good. Let's see if I can get... There's a little bit of metallic on those chains. I wonder if I can just use a marker. I have a bunch of those like metallic markers with the fine tip. Oh. I don't know if it's going to have the pigment for me. No, that one's not great. Alright, we'll just use the paint. I got some pretty good metallic craft paint here. Ooh, face it right. Yeah, there we go. So let's see what's going on. Let's put too much of this stuff out, so I'm just gonna... There we go, tiny little dribble. All right. I'm just gonna see if this works for me. Yeah, because that would have dried by now. Yeah. Yeah, see? So I'm just taking a little bit of that silver. So we had done a like burnt orange on top. So now we're just going over the top of it. So that silver. So I guess it looks like the rust is kind of like underneath. It's subtle. Can we go close? There we go. A little bit of rust there. I guess we could kind of pick it off. Yeah, that works. I think with like a wash or something, it'd probably come up a bit better. So we might do that. It is an extra step though. So we'll see. Ooh. Can't make a scene without the green. Airbrushing, dry brushing is such a shortcut to like ancient tile effect, instant detail. Yeah, I like it when you have like models and you just start putting that dry brush over the top. Oh man, we got a good bone pile here. Ooh, I didn't realize there were some nice pieces like this. We got, oh, that's cool. Like the scale is pretty close on like those bone piles to these piles. Oh, loaded with bones. So many bones. All right, maybe I'll just try and finish this little guy. Because I can't be like that. I mean, I've got the other one. But it took so long to do the skulls on this one. Can't tell if that's a chain or not. I think it's a chain. Oh. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, that actually wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Just because of how long those skulls took. I'm just trying to think, like maybe I can do the other one. It didn't take too long. Yeah, it's just to pick out those details. Then I'm gonna have to give it a good old dunk in the oil wash, which I need to make a new batch of. Oh, mamma mia. You got it? I think that's all the chains. Great. All right, so we'll let that guy dry, and then we'll come back and hit it with some of that silver. That was the plan. Beautiful. I'm jealous that you don't have to wear reading glasses or a magnifier while painting. Thanks, man. It feels like I'm getting close. Getting close to that kind of vibe. Sometimes like I'll be looking here with my real eyes, looking at this thing, and then I'll look on the camera. I was like, oh my god, I'm like butchering this thing. So maybe I do need magnifiers or something. I do have some. It's just it's a little goofy to wear. Maybe I'll pull it out, especially when I get to like some of the more miniature stuff. Oh, it's John. Good to see you in the chat, buddy. How you doing? Looking great. You mentioned you had a Fogtober entry. I didn't see anything come through yet, so hopefully it's not some technical problem, or if you were just kind of polishing things. That one. There we go. I do love the modularity of these dungeon blocks, really. I bet they're kind of pale in comparison to something like a Dwarven Forge kind of thing. Like, those things look like forever treasure. But yeah, one day, maybe. One day I'll get one of those sets. I guess this is a question to like, oh, that camera's dead on me. What is that? It keeps dying. Stop dying. It's back now. Like Lazarus, back from the grave. The Lazarus pet. I'm gonna bring it back. Back from the grave. Oh. Oh. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. The funeral. Man, yeah, that sounds like a sad time. I'm sorry, man. The dungeon blocks are cool but expensive. Oh. They are actually a bit pricey, aren't they? For like the set. I can't remember which set I got. I think I just got the dungeon one. I don't think I've gotten any of the others. So yeah, I'll have to price those. 'Cause you might be right. Maybe they are a bit pricey. But true, you can print as many of it as you like. But I guess it's a question, if you do have like something like Dwarven Forge, is it like what set would you get if you were just starting out and you just want to like dip your toe a little bit? If it was, say you were like I'm asking for a friend. He has a YouTube channel that looks at a lot of like atmospheric lighting and that kind of stuff, whatever. But he's interested in maybe picking up just like a starting set of Dwarven Forge. Like, what would he get? What would you recommend? Because I know they have like smaller sets. Like if you just want to like dip his toe, yeah, but be able to still kind of create like a single encounter or something. Yeah, is this folks who have Dwarven Forge? Are there any kind of like pieces that you're like, I couldn't live without these pieces? These pieces? These are my best pieces. I love these pieces. Yeah, be curious where I should go. You bought a few years ago. I bought real Dwarven Forge, the Erethdor Mountains, $300. Dungeons of Doom, Dwarven Forge. Yeah, I know they are expensive. They look great though. I love I love that they have like different settings now, especially with the. I think that's probably also what appeals to me a lot is the hardiness of them. Like you could abuse those a lot. You could throw whatever kind of fog effects on those. You could and then just like throw them outside and give them a good hose off and stuff. You go crazy. That said, I've never had huge issues with my terrain and any kind of like effects and fog effects that I've used on them. The worst of it is just like, yeah, it gets wet, but then it just dries and then it's fine. But yeah, like the sturdiness and hardiness of it, of that Dwarvenite, you abuse that stuff. I probably just give stuff to the kids. You could just throw it around. You know, throw it at each other. It's a fun game. Yeah, the hardiness would be good. The bone piles look so good. I would have just painted it all in white. Yeah, I like the yellowish tint. Looks alright. Yeah, that is like a tan color that we've got there. Are you talking about these bone piles? Yeah, because I'll put like a wash on that after. But yeah, I have been kind of like going back and forth. Should I use like a white or something? But the tan is good because it's halfway there already. Just throw like a brown wash in that, and it's pretty good. Yeah, it's stupidly expensive. Yeah, I already spent all my money on like goofy lights and stuff, you know, YouTube stuff. Lights, mostly lights, crazy lights, little lights, big lights, LEDs, those kind of things. And now, especially now being in the Halloween season, I tell you, it's really hard walking around, seeing those like Halloween decorations. Actually, probably now is like a great time to kind of like stock up on skulls, crazy lights and stuff, like special effects lights and stuff. I actually think there is like a Amazon sale at the moment. I think it's like Prime something. So it might be a good time I should check it out, see if there's any. Oh, actually I should, because I was thinking about picking up some like Philips Hue bulbs, and those things are always stupidly expensive, but they might be cheaper on a Prime Day sale, so I'll have to check that out. Yeah, the reason I like to lean towards like the Hue bulbs or like plugs, smart plugs and stuff, especially if you've got like a home setup is that you don't, especially if you have like the Hue bridge and everything, they are the most snappiest like response kind of thing. Like if I switch back to this, so like this light I've got up here, this big light, that one is plugged into like a Hue smart plug. I've got a little switch here, so there is a like plug-in on the Stream Deck Elgato software that is directly for like for like Philips Hue stuff, and it's just like instant on, off, on, off. I have used like, actually we can hold it like this, hold it like this. It's instant. And I have had other smart plugs as well, like different branded kind of things, and they're usually just like a huge pain in the ass to like work around and work out like, oh, I'm gonna use this like third party thing, or it's gonna use like some kind of like web hook kind of thing to kind of like plug into this browser based button plug-in for it. But like the Philips Hue kind of goes one to one with that really well, especially like the smart plugs. It's just pricey, so yeah, maybe now with like the what do you call it, the Amazon sales or whatever, it might be a good time to have a look and see if it's on sale. Yeah, I'm curious to check that out actually. Zigbee, IKEA. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't tried any of the IKEA stuff. That's interesting. Because yeah, man, those Hue ones are expensive. I would never buy them at full price. I feel like they're way overpriced for what they are. Zigbee, IKEA bulbs. Yeah, I think I've tried going to IKEA looking for those bulbs. It must be different like for IKEA over in Europe compared to like Australia. I don't think we have some of those things. Yeah. Well, if it's the same tech as a Hue, I guess it should be pretty responsive. Like I've used other stuff like Meros smart plugs and bulbs, and those things are very slow and laggy. So yeah, if it's similar to Hue, then yeah, it might be worth a shot. I should check that out. Oh, okay, we're getting close to painting all of these guys. I'm actually just gonna put a little extra on the top of these guys. Gonna make those chrome domes. There we go. So now I'm just touching up a bunch of these skulls before getting some of that silver on there. So yeah, it's all about like time management with this stuff. While this one's drying, I'll go to do these skulls here. You know, how are we doing for time here? Got work in the morning. Kind of. What is it? I gotta take this kids to school. I can't see what the clock is. The clock on my wrist. Oh my god, past midnight. Ooh, gets away from you. I actually have to wrap this up soon. Oh, I think this is the bit I hated. The the little bones and stuff here. Ooh, I need a little bit of water there. Not as bright as Hue. Yeah. Kind of wonder what is important for me with the Hue bulb. I guess it's the responsiveness. Do they have smart plugs as well? Because the Hue ones are pretty snappy. So yeah, kind of having the smart plug option really kind of opens you up on like different types of lights you control. Like you have like those like wave lights or something. Though, if like you hit those into like a smart plug, then that becomes a smart light because of those. So I've definitely got a few lights up there that I'll control. Control that way. A friend has a 3D scanner. I thought of having him scan them for me. Or make a silicon mold. That sounds like a that sounds like a slippery slope of copyright trouble. I publicly don't endorse it. But they are very expensive. It sounds like they are worth it, but goddamn, that is a tough pill to swallow. Some of the prices on that. I'm guessing though, like once you get like one set, it's kind of like, well, I need this set. And you're gonna get it hooked. That's my kind of guess. What was I recently? I think I remember feeling that way about. I think it was the sound app or something that I was using. Was it Sirenscape? And I would pick up one set, and it's like, oh, but I need these sounds. With this one, I think I actually purchased quite a lot of sound sets. All right, we're actually getting close to painting these guys. I just haven't put like a wash on them. It would be cool to at least get like a wash on it by the end of the stream. This one, these guys, these ones came together pretty well, actually. This last one, I kind of rushed this one a little bit, but I don't think too badly. I think the wash will save me a little bit. All right, whilst that's there, whilst that's drying, because I want to come back on this one, hit it a little bit on some of those thin parts. The smart plug. I should check that out. If the Zigbee smart plugs are a lot cheaper, yeah, I might have to check that out. Yeah, good tip. See, we got Atmoseekers in the chat. Spinning wisdom, spinning truths, or lies. Better be truths. There we go. We got our rusty chains. It's a little bit of rust. I think a wash is going to do nicely on these guys. Bring it all together. Oh, this is going to look so good. In part of that set, and it's going to make everything else look bad. Although in that Instagram post that had them, couldn't really tell what was painted or what wasn't painted. So if you're running out of time for Fogtober, and it's like, oh, I haven't painted all my terrain and stuff, you kind of just get a little bit sneaky with some of your lighting, like me. You can cheat. You can cheat. Just like have like gray stuff. If you get the lighting just right, you might not be able to tell. All right, that's good. Oh, I missed a couple of spots on here. All right. I think we've got what do you call this? Like base coat? Base coated. Yeah, base coated. Wonderful. I was kind of hoping to get a little bit extra second coat on that guy. Can I give it a little dry? Maybe I'll hit it with the what do you call it? The hair dryer. That'll help dry it faster. It's a little cold tonight. A little cold in the dungeon. Just work with me. I've got the plug. Oh. Let's see if we can get a little bit. Oh, well, that wasn't much. Did the trick. I'm just going to touch that up a bit. Almost got it. Do I need to hit these little bone guys? Maybe a little bit. There we go. All right, that'll do. Wonderful. That's a lot better than I thought they were gonna be. These little guys. I'm gonna just let them. I'm gonna dry them a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna hit them with the dryer. Perfect. Cooked to perfection. Yeah, because we're close. Even if I just chuck them in here like this, that's looking better. That's looking ripe. Yeah, because I want to just throw a wash on them. Let's see if we can. And this guy, see, he's a lot happier now. He's got some bones there. What the hell is this? This thing is so loose. Okay, there we go. How's that looking? Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get like a wash in those, but yeah, we're getting, oh man, it's boning up. Getting lots of bones. I want as many bones as possible. I got the big guy. The big guy's gonna go in there. Oh, so much bones. Time to bone down. Get that bone-itis. Yeah, they definitely need a wash. All right, I'm gonna just use my homemade wash. Give him a little dip. Oh, there's not much left. There's a little bit left. I'm definitely gonna have to make this up a bit more. Oh, what do we like to use? I've got a special mat that I use to kind of put stuff on while I'm washing it. Must be around here somewhere. Here we go. Oh, this is like a little latex drying rack? Latex? No, it's like... Is it latex? No. Silicon. I think it's basically for dishes or something, or maybe for like when you cook a whole batch of muffins. I could chuck them on this thing. You can tell it's well used, but it's got those spikes. It's got those spikes up there, which are good. So if you put something in a wash, it's not going to stick to your surface there. It's going to keep things pretty off the bottom. Right, this might get messy. So yeah, let's give it a dip. Is it dry? Maybe maybe I'll hit him with a hairdryer a little bit first. Maybe I should have varnished these. That's one. That's two. Let's see how we fare here. I'm just gonna dunk it. Get it in there. I was gonna use a brush or something, but I don't think so. So in this wash I have, what do you call it? I have inks, like acrylic inks. I have so like black, brown, and water. A little bit of dish soap and stuff. So hopefully this will all work to. Oh, I gotta stand them up because I want it to pool in a specific way. And there we go. Is that it? And it'll be dry by morning. Done. Let's have a little quick look here. Looking. Yeah. I see that wash really bringing it down. Especially there, I like the skulls. You can see it coming in. Getting real good. Nice. All right. Well, we'll see how that dries in the morning. Because this is damn late. It's like 12:30. I got stuff to do in the morning. And we got. I'm sure you're busy too, toiling away at your Fogtober entry competition, which closes 26th of October or something. So if you want a chance to win this and some amazing prizes, be sure to get in the winning in the draw for it to be in the winning. We're gonna work out some prizes and stuff. We'll announce those closer to the date. Just kind of seeing what you guys are going to be making, because I'm curious. I see some folks toiling away, making their own little dungeons for Morlock, for his Crypt of Bones. So, stay tuned. Next week, we're going to paint some more skeletons. We're going to work on some more fog stuff next week, because it is Fogtober. We'll be posting some more stuff on Instagram. It's an exciting time, and we're going to have that early release for patrons, early access stuff of the old Fog Skull as well, coming to you very soon. Thanks everyone for tuning in live, and I'll catch you guys next week. Take care of yourselves. See ya.